The Knights of St. John International Abuja Grand Commandery has called on Nigerians to work for the unity of the country. This call was made at a World Press Conference to mark end of tenure of Sir Ephraim Ophir as the President of Abuja Grand Commandery. CTV Peter Gerald completes the report.
The Grand President of the Abuja Grand Commandery of the Knights of St. John's International, Brigadier General Ephraim Ophir, held this World Press Conference to address issues of the church, social and national concerns. The event, which formed part of the validatory ceremony of Sir Ophir, was held at the Knights of St. John's International Temple at Our Lady's Queen of Nigeria's Pro Cathedral, Area 3, Garki, Abuja. The Grand President, during his address, started by giving a brief historical account of the Knights of St. John's International and their roles and position in the Catholic Church.
The Noble Order of Knights of St. John International is a Catholic solidarity established in the Middle Ages and incorporated in the special laws of New York in the 19th century to defend and support the development of the church and its members, as well as to promote the faith and advance earlier brotherhood among its members. The Great JI exists under the authority and guidance of the church, and its members are members of the Catholic Church.
Sir Ophir went further to thank the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, CBCN, for piloting the affairs of the Catholic Church in Nigeria in working towards national peace and stability. Following closely after the press conference, the author of the Knights of St. John's International had a memorial mass in honor of their members who had passed on to the great beyond. The memorial mass, which was celebrated by Reverend Father Michael Nekebanjo, after the gospel, the Grand Secretary of the Commandery, Brigadier General G.C. Onyenekwe, carried out the roll call of the deceased members for the candle lighting rite. The homilist, Reverend Father Michael Nekebanjo, while reflecting on the actions of Judas in the reading, reminded all that death has separated us physically, but we should continually pray for the death.
To the temple to provide for a sin offering. Says in doing this he acted very well and honorably, taking account of the resurrection. This was in view of their members who had died. So he says, some of us who lived with us, who dined with us, who fought wars with us, they are now gone, they have died. But we remain united. Death is not a factor that should separate us. Yes, it may have separated us physically, but we are still one. So let us remember them. Death should not lead us to forget them. So he gathered up collection and sent to Jerusalem so that the priest can offer a sin offering on those their dead brethren.
Prayers were then offered for the deceased and for all present. The Grand President, during his remark before the end of the Mass, admonished all to take this special event serious, as death is inevitable. Laying of the wreath in honor of the dead, alongside a special parade ceremony, took place after the Mass. Members, friends and family of the deceased who were present shared their feelings about the event with CTV News.
You know, once somebody has been alive and has been with you in an association or this our order, and when that person passed on, we don't need to forget. We don't need to feel that, behave as if nothing happened.
I feel sad. I was very close to my mom, Sha. It was just, if my dad goes to work, it's just be me and her at home. So it's very bad. It feels wrong. Very sad.
After the Mass, the Knights of the Order of St. John's International carried out the commissioning and certification of officers who had rose to higher ranks in the order. This exercise took place at the Cardinal Ekandem Hall of Our Lady's Queen of Nigeria's Pro Cathedral, Area 3, Gariki, Abuja, with the opening prayer followed by the national anthem and the Knights of St. John's International anthem. The Grand President, while welcoming all, gave a rundown of activities for the election and inauguration ceremony. The commissioning and certification exercise started with the invitation of officers involved for their decoration. Some of the newly commissioned officers and others present shared their feelings about the exercise.
I am a retired general of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, but I chose to serve God through the Knight of St. John. That I'm decorated today as a colonel is a sign expected of my rank.
It's a kind of motivation for me to work harder. So this ranking is a good thing for me, and I appreciate it, and to make me to work harder and aspire for higher levels.
From Abuja, I am Peter Jerome, CTV News.